Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'm sure I'm going to ramble on this one. This is Villain by Hard Target and SMG Jimmy. I saw this pop up in my notification, and I'm a big fan of both of these artists, and I'm sure you guys are too, and that's why you are watching this. Please give them a subscribe. If you like what you hear, the link will be provided down below in the description. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction and my rant, which I know is coming on this one because they are two of my favorites. Let's get this going. Uh-oh.
SMG.
Uh-oh.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a...
Put me in, dear hero, put me in the casket. I am just a villain about to do wrong. So he's kind of looking at himself as a bad person, and he's saying, put me in the casket because I'm a bad person and I'm about to do wrong. And I don't know if this is what he's going to, you know, I jumped in here a little too quick, I think. But I think he's probably going to talk about how the alcohol, it's kind of, we kind of do a mind job on ourselves. Like we need the alcohol to be a superhero, but the alcohol is telling us, well, you're weak because you need me to be something better. But the reality is we aren't better when we're using the alcohol. We're better when we don't use the alcohol, but we feel like we're better when we're using the alcohol. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, I don't make any sense on anything anymore.
Just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong.
Yeah, it's a mind job. We're thinking we're the bad guy, but we're really not. We're really not. We're just trying to cope. Me included. Me included. I mean, I'm not talking about Jimmy here. I mean, I don't know if this is in his life or not, but alcoholism's very, very bad. Because you can't think clearly when you got the alcohol in your mind, and it takes away the bad things in our life because you can't think clearly. It kind of takes away all of the stress. Drugs too. Drugs is the same way. We use the drugs and the alcohol to take away the pains in life. And it almost makes us feel like we're better than what we are. But the reality is we are worse than what we are. It's like this mental game, man. It's like a complicated mental mind job that we do on ourselves. No one's doing it on us. We're doing it on ourselves.
Your casket. I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
I play the hero now until time passes. I'll end up dead in the grave behind that glass. I'm looking for something but comfortably numbing. I know my life is in flames. The deeper the grave.
Numbing, comfortably numbing. The alcohol numbs you, or the drugs numb you. And it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but I mean, I'm just saying that the more alcohol you use, the less it affects you and the more alcohol you need. And then sometimes it gets to the point where it doesn't numb you enough. So you need to do more. And so that's where we get into these crazy, you know, people start mixing prescription drugs with alcohol and everything because you want the numbingness to be more severe so that you can forget about all of the problems in life. Crazy, man.
Dead in the grave behind that glass. I'm looking for something but comfortably numb, and I know my life is in flames. The deeper the grave, the harder I strain. Pretend I'm okay, on the surface I'm good. I came for the love but got lost in the hate. A hero emerges, blood on his cape.
It got lost in the hate. The deeper the grave, the bigger the strain.
My life is in flames. The deeper the grave, the harder I strain. Pretend I'm okay, on the surface I'm good. I came for the love but got lost in the hate. A hero emerges, blood on his cape. I started with nothing, thought some could relate. That evil inside of me's taking a shape. I thought I was safe in a place I could never escape. I'm still facing
right, because you think you're safe when you're in that mindset of the alcohol. When you're doing that, you feel almost a comforting feeling when you're drunk. The numbness, that's like a comforting feeling. And so when you don't have the numbness, it's like the anxiety comes up and everything starts to happen and you don't feel safe. And so when you take a drink, now you feel safe again. It is so, I'm really trying to watch what I say here because I don't want to make it sound like something that is not, because it's terrible. Alcoholism and drug addiction is completely a terrible, terrible thing. But the human mind, man, we really screw ourselves up. We really screw ourselves up, man. It's a self-loathing.
Inside of me's taking a shape. I thought I was safe in a place I could never escape. I'm still facing the meantime. Man, I'm still trying to read it between the lines. I'm so blind. I don't talk, it will save his life, but he's dying. And you still tend to think he's fine. Thinking one day we could.
What was the footprints in that, man? See, y'all, hold on here. I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. What is that? Why did they do this to me? They know I watch these videos super close, and they put something like this in the video, and now my mind all day long is going to be thinking, what did the footprints mean in the elevator? Actually, they're in the elevator and it's closing. This is outside of the elevator. I don't know. The closing doors, I don't know. I'm going to be thinking about it all day.
I'm so blind, don't talk, it will save his life, but he's dying. And you still tend to think he's fine. Thinking one day we could rewind. Man, I feel like the smoke has been filling the room. I know it's the truth. No hero is coming to save me. And soon they gon' blame it on you.
You got to save yourself.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad
Oh my
shit.
God, dude.
I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
The loathing.
Show me the meaning of life and I'll show you the meaning of pain. Look through it all and we'll find it's the same. I am the villain, I'll take all the blame. The war isn't over, the peace has been lost. Hero was born and a battle is fought. Only myself and his.
You hear how he's saying it in his voice too? Like he's a bad guy. And even the rap, he's making it sound like he's bad. Like it's not a inspirational type of tone. It's a more loathing, villainy type of tone. How he's spitting. This is why I like Jimmy.
Pain. Look through it all and we'll find it's the same. I am the villain, I'll take all the blame. The war isn't over, the peace has been lost. Hero was born and a battle is fought. Only myself in this war that I damage, and at the end the villain still standing strong. I can't get out of this life, I can't get out of this trap. Feel like there's no coming back. Conscious on constant attack, been holding it in, but fuck it, I'm about to snap. When I crash out, I'ma take the whole game with me, cause I wanna watch the world burn. To say the city is a kamikaze mission, that's a lesson that was given, but it was something
the hate and everything that's going on in his voice and even the bars that he's spitting. I want to watch the whole fucking world burn. Excuse my French. But that I can feel the hate, right? You get kind of like that sometimes. You know what? Screw y'all. You know, I get like that sometimes. You know, screw y'all. I'm tired of dealing with the nonsense. I just want it to burn. You know, I think we all kind of get like that sometimes. you keep hearing this crap that's going on in the world. And then, you know, I'm not talking about stuff that relates to, there's personal stuff that relates to you. You know, you get to that point too with the personal stuff, but then you look at the bigger picture stuff, the stuff that's going on in the world, you get like that too, you know, screw y'all. I've given you my empathy. I've given you things. I've given you my life. I worked hard for you, and you just keep crapping on me. And, you know, I want to watch you burn. I'm done with y'all.
Attack, been holding it in, but fuck it, I'm about to snap. When I crash out, I'ma take the whole game with me, cause I wanna watch the world burn. To say the city is a kamikaze.
Like he's when I crash out.
And when I crash out, I'ma take the whole game with me, cause I wanna watch the world burn. To say the city is a kamikaze mission, that's a lesson that was given, but it was something that I never learned. I'm stumbling around, I'm not sober. Watch as this world just turns colder. It feels like it's never gonna end. Turning my back on all that was good. They played me a fool, it won't happen again. So tired of being sick and tired of feeling numb when I wanna feel alive. Even though I got it wrong, I hope you know I tried. Every hero turns a villain if you give him time.
Right, that's true. That's true. That's true. You're being a hero all the time, but you're trying to be the good guy, but you get crapped on so much, you turn into a villain because people keep crapping on you. You know, you're the good guy. You're trying to help them out. I don't know if this is what he's talking about, but you're the good guy. You're trying to help them out, but the good guys keep getting crapped on, and so they turn into villains. The hate.
Even though I got it wrong, I hope you know I tried. Every hero turns a villain if you give him time. Fuck.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
Yeah, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Some of the best hooks I've ever heard is done by Jimmy. SMG Jimmy. Please check him out. He has some great music. I still got to react to a lot of his stuff. And Hard Target's great too. Both of them are talented artists. Before I get talking about the alcoholism, I want to say one thing. You know, since Jimmy's saying we're talking about the hero and the villain. Yeah, you guys know I like to give people, I like to lift people up a little bit. You know, I try to be positive. I always try and compliment these artists, okay? And I compliment them because I mean what I say. If I say the person is a talented artist, I mean that. And I want you guys to know how I feel about that artist, okay? I'm not saying that that person is an awesome artist because I want to blow smoke up their ass, okay? That's not why I'm saying that. Because I feel like we have so much negativity in this world that we need to be positive to one another, to lift them up so that these artists can keep expressing themselves and giving us things and music like this that lifts us up in our time of needs, right? So I did delete a couple of comments a while back because some dumb A said something to the effect, dude, I really don't, you kind of compliment these artists way too much. I mean, I'm kind of going to say it in a nice way. You compliment these artists way too much, and I get tired of it. Well, you know, for one, you don't have to watch me. Don't watch me. I'm not here for you, dude. You know, if that's how you feel, I don't want you around me. You know, hit the freaking road, bro. I like these artists. I listen to these artists and react to these artists because they mean something to me and their music connects with something in my life. And so if I want to compliment them, then I will freaking compliment them. Take a hike. Just wanted to say that if you're watching. I had to get that off my chest. But yeah, it's a crazy state when we get into these alcoholism topics, because our minds are our biggest enemies, and the alcohol and the drugs really warp our minds so badly that we can't think clearly and we become the villain. It's a very, very interesting concept to think about it that way. We feel like we're a hero when we're doing the drugs, but then when we kind of come down, we're kind of like, I am the villain because I have to do this stuff to feel like the hero. I don't know if that's what he meant, but it's interesting. My wife and I are turning into basically anti-prescription, anti-everything, because, we kind of see what, when we go to the doctor as we age, it's like the doctor just immediately writes us a prescription. Yeah, you've got such and such. Here's a prescription. It's like, dude, why are we writing prescriptions for everything? You're getting people addicted to shit. Excuse my French. I'm pretty passionate about this. And then people, you see the pill bottle like on the counter, and then people, like I said, the numbing is, it has to keep increasing. You need the numbness to forget the problems, but you're killing yourself and you're killing the people around you because of the progressive numbness that you need. It's a bad situation. Nobody talks about it enough. Our society doesn't talk about it because I read somewhere that like 70% of our society in one way or another is using drugs or alcohol to cope with their day-to-day stresses. Food, drugs, alcohol, it turns into this big coping thing that we do as human beings all the time. Anyways, I don't want to get on I've already ranted enough about it. Great song. Please give them a subscribe. I will never get tired of complimenting these artists. If you're the artist and I compliment you and you kind of get sick of it, you don't always have to comment down below. I don't want you to feel obligated to do that. Just give me a like or something. I'd appreciate that. But I do mean it when I say that I enjoy what you're spitting, because it does influence me in my life, and I know it does other people too, because I see other people's comments. So, to the artists that are using alcohol and drugs, I just want to say that you mean a lot to people, and don't forget that the artistry that you do helps us cope without having to do the alcohol and the drugs. So I just want to I just wanted to say that, and I just wanted to, relay that to you, to how much you mean to us. So appreciate you all. Be kind to one another. We live in a bad world right now, and hopefully it turns good. But we definitely will not turn good if we're hating all the time, right? We need to kind of lift each other up. Peace.